Kubernetes and GKE Part 23. This episode has 4 questions. For each question, take a moment to think through your own answer before I share a strong approach. Question 1. Explain pod life cycle. Here's a strong way to approach it. The pod life cycle in Kubernetes describes the phases a pod goes through from creation to termination, including how it is scheduled, started, runs, and eventually removed. Core idea: a pod is not permanent, it moves through defined states based on scheduling, container startup, health checks, and termination. Pod life cycle phases. 1. Pending pod is created but not yet running, waiting for scheduling on a node. Image pull volume setup, backhand index finger pointing right. Example: node not available, resource constraints. 2. Running pod is scheduled to a node, containers are created and at least one is running, may still be initializing or not ready for traffic. 3. Succeeded, all containers finished successfully, common in jobs or batch workloads, no restart needed. 4. Failed, one or more containers terminated with errors, exit code indicates failure, pod will not restart successfully, depending on policy. 5. Unknown, Kubernetes cannot determine pod status, usually due to node communication issues. Pod life cycle flow: pending, running, succeeded, failed. Detailed life cycle stages inside running. Once a pod is running, it goes through internal steps. 1. Container creation, images are pulled in it, containers run, if any. 2. Startup phase, startup probes, if configured, validate initialization. 3. Readiness phase, readiness probes decide if pod can receive traffic. 4. Live state, liveness probes monitor health continuously. Pod termination process: when a pod is deleted. 1. API server marks pod for deletion. 2. Pod enters terminating state. 3. Kubelet sends sigterm to containers. 4. Grace period starts. 5. If not stopped, sigkill is sent. 6. Pod is removed from cluster. Key concepts affecting life cycle. 1. Probe startup, probe controls startup validity, readiness probe controls traffic routing, liveness probe controls restart. 2. Restart policy: always, default for deployments, on failure never. 3. Controllers deployment, replica set, job manage. Pod life cycle simple analogy: think of a restaurant order, pending, order placed, kitchen preparing, running, food is being cooked, ready, food is served, succeeded, meal completed successfully, failed, order burned or failed, terminating, restaurant closing that order. Important behaviors: pods are ephemeral, not permanent. Controllers recreate pods if needed. Life cycle is managed automatically by Kubernetes. Interview ready definition: pod life cycle in Kubernetes is the sequence of states a pod goes through: pending, running, succeeded, failed, or unknown, from creation to termination, including initialization, readiness, health monitoring, and graceful shutdown, managed by the Kubernetes control plane. Nice. Let's continue. Question 2. What is rolling update? Here's a strong way to approach it. A rolling update in Kubernetes is a deployment strategy that updates application instances gradually by replacing old pods with new ones, without downtime. Core idea: rolling update replaces pods one by one, or in small batches, instead of stopping everything at once. This ensures the application remains available during deployment. Why rolling updates are used: they help to avoid downtime during deployments, gradually shift traffic to new version, detect issues early in production, enable safe, continuous delivery. How it works: when you update a deployment. 1. Kubernetes creates new pods with the updated version. 2. Old pods are terminated gradually. 3. Traffic is shifted from old pods to new pods. 4. Process continues until all old pods are replaced. Rolling update flow: old pods gradually replaced, new pods. Example: deployment strategy: API version, apps or v1 kind, deployment metadata, name, my app spec, replicas. 3. Strategy: the exact commands and code are in the written question bank. Great. Moving on. Question 3. Explain rollback in Kubernetes. Here's a strong way to approach it. A rollback in Kubernetes is the process of reverting a deployment to a previous stable version when a new deployment fails or causes issues. Core idea: rollback equals undo a bad deployment and restore the last working state. It ensures application stability by quickly going back to a known good version. Why rollback is needed during deployments: issues may occur such as application crashes after update, bug in new version, performance degradation, configuration mistakes, failed readiness or liveness probes. Rollback helps to restore service quickly, minimize downtime, maintain reliability in production. How rollback works: Kubernetes uses replica sets behind deployments. 1. Each deployment update creates a new replica set. 2. Old replica set is kept as history. 3. If rollback is triggered, Kubernetes scales down new replica set, scales up previous replica set. 4. Traffic shifts back to old version. Rollback flow v3, bad. Rollback v2, stable. Commands for rollback 1. View rollout history. Kubectl rollout history. Deployment myapp 2. Rollback to previous version. Kubectl rollout undo. Deployment myapp 3. Rollback to specific revision. Kubectl rollout undo. Deployment myapp. To revision equals 2. Deployment history. Example revision version status 1 v1 stable 2 v2 stable 3 v3 failed. Rollback revert to revision 2. What Kubernetes preserves previous replica sets. Deployment revision history. Pod templates of older versions. Rollback versus rolling update feature. Rolling update rollback purpose. Deploy new version. Revert to old version. Direction forward backward. Trigger update failure or issue effect. Gradual replacement. Restore previous state. Safety mechanism. Rollback works because Kubernetes retains old replica sets. Traffic can be shifted instantly. No manual redeployment needed. Simple analogy: think of software updates on a phone. Rolling update equals installing a new app version gradually. Rollback equals uninstalling buggy update and reinstalling previous version. Key benefits: fast recovery from failures, zero or minimal downtime, simple recovery mechanism. Built-in version history. Interview-ready definition. Rollback in Kubernetes is a feature of deployments that allows reverting to a previous stable replica set version when a new deployment fails or causes issues, ensuring quick recovery and minimal downtime by restoring the last known good state of the application. Alright, next question. Question 4. What is Kubectl? Here's a strong way to approach it. Kubectl is the command line tool used to interact with and manage a cluster in Kubernetes. Core idea: Kubectl is the control interface for Kubernetes, used to deploy apps, inspect resources, and debug the cluster. It communicates with the kubeapp server, which is the central control point of Kubernetes. Why Kubectl is used: it allows you to deploy applications, view cluster resources, debug pods and services, scale workloads, manage configurations, perform rollouts and rollbacks. How Kubectl works: 1. You run a command using Kubectl. 2. Kubectl sends request to kubeapp server. 3. API server processes the request. 4. Cluster state is updated or returned. Common Kubectl commands: 1. Get resources. Kubectl get pods. Kubectl get services. Kubectl get deployments. 2. Create resources. Kubectl apply f deployment YAML. Let's keep going. That wraps up this episode. Nice work practicing, and see you in the next one.